What's up, Mavericks? Once your business starts processing serious volume, your payment processor can become one of your biggest monthly expenses. That's why interchange-based pricing gets so much attention, and two names that come up constantly are Helcim and Stax. But while both processors move away from flat rate pricing, they take very different approaches to how businesses actually pay for processing. So today we're comparing Helcim and Stax side by side to see which one delivers better value, stronger tools, and a better long-term fit depending on the size and needs of your business. All right, here's what you need to know about Helcim and Stax. Before we get into the details, let's look at the big picture. Helcim is built around transparency and simplicity. There are no monthly subscription fees. Pricing is interchange plus from the start, and Helcim automatically lowers rates as your processing volume grows. Overall, it's designed to give small and mid-sized businesses a more affordable alternative to flat rate processors like Square or Stripe. Stax takes a different approach. Businesses pay a monthly subscription fee in exchange for interchange-based pricing with smaller transaction markups. The idea is that higher volume businesses can potentially save more money over time compared to paying larger percentage markups on every transaction. So while both processors move away from flat rate pricing, they're solving totally different problems. Helcim focuses on keeping pricing transparent, accessible, and easier to grow into. Stax focuses more on reducing processing costs for higher volume businesses. But interchange plus pricing only saves you money if the pricing structure actually fits your business. Let's start with Helcim. Helcim keeps things straightforward. There's no monthly subscription fee, and you pay interchange plus as a markup on each transaction. That markup varies depending on how you accept payments, whether they're online, keyed in, or in person. And Helcim also uses automated volume discounts, which means your rates can gradually improve as your processing volume increases. That makes Helcim really appealing for smaller businesses, newer businesses, or companies whose volume fluctuates month to month. Stax works differently. Instead of relying heavily on percentage markups, Stax charges a monthly subscription fee and gives businesses access to wholesale interchange pricing, plus a small percentage transaction fee. If you're processing lower volume, that monthly fee can actually make Stax more expensive overall than Helcim. But if your business processes high monthly volume, the subscription model can potentially save you a significant amount of money over time. So it all really comes down to scale. Helcim makes a lot more sense for smaller businesses because there's no monthly subscription fee. Stax starts making more sense once you're processing high volumes and enough to justify the monthly cost. And that's why interchange plus pricing isn't automatically cheap, because the structure behind it matters just as much as the rates themselves. Beyond just processing, both Helcim and Stax give you tools to help run and grow your business. Helcim includes invoicing, recurring billing, online checkout tools, customer management, payment pages, a virtual terminal, and inventory features without charging extra monthly software fees. And that's a big reason why smaller businesses gravitate towards it. You're getting a surprisingly complete tool set built into the platform from the start. Helcim also puts a big emphasis on automation. There are automated payment reminders, customer card vaulting, recurring invoices, and other workflow tools that help reduce manual work. Stax leans more into the business operations side of things. Depending on your setup, you can access analytics tools, invoicing, customer management features, recurring billing, integrations, and mobile payments tools. Stax also positions itself heavily around centralized reporting and business insights. So here's probably the simplest way to think about it. Helcim feels like a streamlined all-in-one processor, while Stax feels more like a premium payments platform designed for businesses already operating at scale. The right choice depends on how complex your operation already is. When it comes to hardware, both processors offer modern payment equipment, but the experience feels a little different. Helcim keeps things relatively simple. You can accept payments through mobile card readers, smart terminals, and tap-to-pay solutions. The hardware lineup is straightforward, clean, and designed for businesses that want flexibility without building out a massive POS ecosystem. And that simplicity honestly works in Helcim's favor for a lot of small businesses. Stax offers a wider range of hardware options and integrations, especially for businesses that need more customized setups or industry-specific configurations. And if your operation is larger or more complex, that flexibility can be useful. But for smaller businesses, it may also feel like more system than you actually need. This is one of those areas where the better option really depends on the size and complexity of your business. All right, now let's talk about ease of use, which is where Helcim really separates itself. The platform is clean and relatively easy to understand, even if you're new to payments. The dashboard is straightforward, and the setup process feels designed for everyday business owners, not just finance teams. Stax isn't necessarily difficult to use, but it does feel more enterprise-focused overall. There are more moving parts and more emphasis on optimization and more complexity tied to the subscription model and broader platform ecosystem. For some businesses, that added depth is valuable, but if you want a processor that feels simple and easy to manage day to day, Helcim is probably going to make more sense. Something else worth considering is customer support. Good support matters a lot more than people realize, especially when payments are involved. Both processors offer onboarding resources, help centers, and direct support options. Helcim has built a strong reputation around responsiveness and transparency, which fits the overall feel of the platform. A lot of businesses appreciate that the company explains pricing, features, and processing details in a way that actually makes sense. Stax also offers solid support options, including phone support, ticket-based support, and a fairly extensive knowledge base with tutorials and self-service resources. Honestly, a lot of users may never need to contact support directly because the documentation is pretty thorough. That said, we have started to see more mixed customer feedback around support quality than we did in previous years. But overall, Stax still performs reasonably well here compared to a lot of merchant service providers. Neither processor is bad when it comes to support, but if your priority is simplicity, transparency, and a more approachable overall experience, Helcim probably has the edge. So here's where we land. Choose Helcim if you want transparent pricing, you don't want to pay monthly subscription fees, you want built-in tools without extra add-ons, or you need a processor that feels approachable for small or growing businesses. Choose Stax if your business already processes serious monthly volume, you're trying to optimize processing costs at scale, and you're comfortable with the subscription-style pricing model. And honestly, this is why choosing a payment processor gets so confusing in the first place. Two different companies can both advertise interchange-based pricing and still make sense for completely different types of businesses. It all comes down to how your business actually processes payments, because the pricing model that saves one business money could easily cost another one more in the long run. Before you choose either of these processors, take the time to look beyond the marketing language and understand how the pricing actually works for your business. Because the cheapest processor on paper doesn't always stay the cheapest once your volume changes. So if you're deciding between Helcim and Stax specifically, hopefully this gives you a much clearer idea of which model actually fits the way your business operates. If you want to learn more, check out our Stax and Helcim videos where I break down pricing, features, hardware, and integrations in more detail. And if you want to explore even more processors, make sure to check out Maverick Match. It's a free tool that matches businesses with payment processors based on things like industry, business size, and processing needs. It's an easy way to compare options side by side, and you can even access special pre-negotiated rates. At a certain point, payment processing stops being a small business expense and starts becoming a real business decision. So make sure you're making the right one. Thanks for watching, Mavericks. I'll see you in the next video.